That could have gone on forever. Move this over here so that I'm not right in the way. So you can get some good pictures. Thank you so much. Welcome to the 2015 graduating class at Christa McAuliffe School of Arts and Sciences. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Heidi Fox. I'm the school counselor. Welcome. It is such a joyous occasion. I'm so glad to meet all of you in person. I think that it's been wonderful, actually, a little bit that we started late because a lot of the staff got to go around and talk to you. And it's so wonderful to meet you guys, to actually hear your voices and see your faces and your smiles. Technology is a wonderful thing. It actually has allowed us to have this wonderful school. It allows us to socialize, to see our families from far away, but something about the personal touch and meeting in person is just so wonderful. So thank you so much for spending money and time and joining us here for this wonderful occasion. You're probably a little proud. You're probably proud, very proud, nervous, and maybe a little bit scared now that these wonderful seniors are about ready to leave your homes. These are perfectly natural emotions, and this is a momentous milestone. Thank you for sharing your children with all of us at CMA, SAS, and entrusting us to help educate them. In reality, these students down here were really partners in the education. It wasn't just the teachers teaching them. And I think that having talked to most of the parents here, I find out that a lot of these students, this was their idea to attend a very non-traditional school, an online school. And they really were the leaders in their own education, and you really should be proud of that. I've noticed that actually most of the graduates from our school, they do so well in college because it sets them up much better for college than a regular high school where someone's looking over their shoulder and they're in class all day long. So I have no doubt that these 12 right here will be very successful in life. Okay, so bravo graduates and family, and thanks again for coming. I want to give you guys a few stats before we get moving along here about this particular class. First of all, we only have 12 here today, but we had our biggest graduating class ever with 33 graduates this year, which is super exciting, and it just shows so much growth at our school. We had this is the first time ever we've had a graduate with a 4.0 GPA, and we had 3 of them. 3 girls had a 4.0. And what's so even more amazing about that is the salutatorian had a 3.99, only 1 A- out of all 4 years of high school. The third rank, fourth rank, and fifth rank, these were their GPAs, 3.97, 3.96, and 3.95. So that's pretty amazing. We have our school's very first National Merit Scholar, Gwen Wilbert. She's also our valedictorian. She's here in the blue hat. I think this is really one of my favorite stats. We have graduates from 18 different states and 8 different countries. Think about that for a minute. That's amazing, and just shows how diverse our school is. We have at least 5, and I could be off a little bit on that number, of the graduates attending college on athletic scholarships. Tennis, swimming, ballet, figure skating, those are just to name a few. I could be missing a couple of sports in there. So that's pretty amazing. And we have our biggest graduation celebration with the 12 graduates and all of these wonderful families and friends. So those are some of the best, some of the stats that I picked out for this class I thought were wonderful. Okay. Oops. Windy. Okay, so without further ado, we are going to get into our speeches, and our first speech is going to be the salutatorian speech. Mary Bowen Perkins was the salutatorian with a 3.99 GPA. She currently lives in Saudi Arabia with her family, and her 2 sisters also attend CMA SAS. She is originally from Wales in the UK. She wrote her speech, and she's asked her personalized education coach, Deanne Chisaric, did I say it right? All right, to come up here and read it for her. And Dee, come on down.
Okay, so these are all Mary's words, and so here it goes. Good day, graduating class of 2015, faculty and guests. I hope that all has gone well with the events so far, and that the reality of this momentous occasion has lived up to your expectations. Before I get to the core of the speech, I would like to say a quick thank you to everyone who has helped us students get this far. Our teachers, family, friends, and anyone else who has supported, encouraged, or even constructively criticized us throughout our high school journey. I would go on further about the impact you have had on our lives, but I would hate to reward Mrs. C's kindness in agreeing to read this out by giving her an overly long speech, since naturally nothing less could do justice to your influence. So we will move on to the main subject, the central focus of today's events, the students. After all, today is our day. This ceremony signifies the culmination of years of working towards the goal of graduation. It is a celebration of our achievement, showing us that all our effort was worth it. In short, it means we did it. Each one of us deserves congratulations for that. But we're not here just to reminisce, are we? Besides celebrating our shared achievement, we are also here to commemorate the ending of one period in our lives and our collective step into the next. For most of us, graduating high school doesn't just mark the end of our secondary education. It also marks the start of adulthood. It's an exciting time to be sure, but it's also more than a little nerve-wracking. Suddenly, we've got to make a whole host of decisions that will influence the course of the rest of our lives. Whether we'll go to university, what we'll study when we get there, what job we'll get, where we'll live, and the list goes on. On top of that, we have to contend with not only our own wishes, but the expectations of our friends, family, and even society in general. We end up asking ourselves whether we should do what we want to, whether our desires are realistic, whether we should aim for the stars or keep our feet on the ground. It's an important time and more than a little daunting. Being only a new graduate of high school myself, I'm not exactly in the position to share wisdom on how to deal with all of this. Like many other teenagers, I typically look to my elders for guidance. But while their advice is helpful, it's not comprehensive. The approach that helped your mentor through early adulthood may not be as applicable to you as it was to them. Times change, situations evolve, and goals differ. Ultimately, the only constant in our lives is ourselves. So it makes sense that the most valuable lessons for us are the ones that we learned from our own experiences. In stories where our own unique lives were the setting and we were the protagonists. I love that because I'm an English teacher. But how can we draw from our own experience? We don't have a great deal to draw from. We're only just graduating from high school. Think again, my fellow students, because between us, we share one experience that we are all able to learn from, the experience of being a high schooler at Christa McAuliffe Academy. Being the individuals that we are, our high school experience will have differed, but I don't doubt that we each have been given opportunities to learn, not just about the subjects covered in our courses, but about ourselves, life, and how the two relate to each other. We all have made mistakes. We will all have had our successes. Each of us will have struggled and triumphed. And of course, each of us will have worked hard to get where we are today. We will each have had many more high school experiences, some of them commonly shared and some unique to us, that have helped us grow in some way or another. Maybe you took a course on a whim, only to find out that it was what you wanted to do as a career. Maybe you discovered a new way of doing something you've been doing the same way for years. Maybe you made a friend for life. How you responded to each event was up to you, but there is no denying the influence both the experience and your reaction will have had on who you are today. The point that I'm trying to make is this. We have all had experiences at CMA that we will be able to look back on and learn from in years to come. But perhaps the most important lesson we can take away from our high school time is the knowledge that we can learn. By acknowledging the simple truth, we allow ourselves to grow and evolve as our changing lives will almost certainly require us to. As we graduate and set out into the strange new world of adulthood, I hope that each of us will do it with arms open to experience, ready to learn and to keep on learning for the rest of our lives. If we can do that, I think we'll do all right. Mary Bowen Perkins.
Thank you, Mrs. C, for reading that for Mary. I hope that Mary is watching in Saudi Arabia, although I don't know what time it is there. Right now, it could be the middle of the night. Okay, so the valedictorian speeches are next. And as I mentioned, we had 3 girls tie with the 4.0 GPA, Gwen Wilbert, Shayla Hammond, and Cassidy Gentz. Cassidy opted out of giving a speech, and Gwen will give her speech in person in just a few moments. But before that, Michaela decided that she would write a speech, and Ms. Zimmerman, Camille Zimmerman, has graciously offered to read this for Michaela. So I wanted to say a couple things about Michaela. Michaela joined CMA SAS while she was living in Italy with her family. Her dad was in the military. When she moved to, he got transferred to Washington at Fort Lewis, Washington State at Fort Lewis. She, even though they have a school on base there, she wanted to finish out her last couple years with CMA SAS, so she asked her parents, she begged her parents to let her stay on, and she has graduated with a 4.0 GPA. So if Mrs. Zimmerman could come up and read her speech, I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to congratulate everyone here today. High school is most certainly a difficult chapter in our lives. It strives to educate us, challenge us, and prepare us for the future. High school becomes our lives for so long. It's our world for the most important 4 years of our teenage lives. In most instances, we believe we are defined by who we are in high school. The truth is, the world will work hard to define you. We live every day in a society that revolves around conforming to fit in. I'm challenging you to stand out, to not go through the motions every day. This is our chance to go out into the world and make a difference. We are the next generation. Our paths that we follow for ourselves will leave an imprint on the world. As we leave for college, we are growing into adults that will dictate how our world evolves. We are not limited by the world is limited by us. We are limitless. Throughout my life, I have often heard the quote by William Shakespeare, "Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and others have greatness thrust upon them." I don't quite believe this, though. We are all born great, and we form and articulate that greatness within us. So find the greatness within you, pull it from the depths of yourself, and charge forth with it, because we all leave behind a legacy, a mark on the world that we have created, and now is our time to start etching it. We cannot be defined as we are forever changing. We can define the impact we leave on the world. Who do you want to become? How do you wish the world? Are you the change? These are all questions that we have the power to answer. This is our time. If there's anything that CMA has taught me, it's that I don't have to be afraid to be different, that I can be unique and create assignments that will revolve around me as a person. I was given the chance to be boundless. Graduating class of 2015, I'm telling you that life is hard and difficult, and it'll push you to the ground at times. But we are undefined, and we can use our greatness to pick ourselves up and push life back and yell at the top of our lungs that we won't stay down. We are great, we are limitless, and we are the change. I know the mark I want to leave on the world, and I know the legacy I will strive to leave behind. Now go forth from now into the world and find yours. Once you do, our world will shape, because we don't have greatness thrust upon us, we thrust greatness upon the world. Don't be afraid to completely arrive at your destination worn and breathless. As a quote by Hunter S. Thomas, life should not be a journey to the grave with the intention of arriving safely in a pretty and well-preserved body, but rather to skid in broadside in a cloud of smoke, thoroughly used up, totally worn out, and loudly proclaiming, "Wow, what a ride." Congratulations, my fellow classmates of 2015. Michaela Hammond.
Wonderful. I read those the other night. I had them on my computer, and I kept forgetting to print them out and read them, and I read them the other night, and it just made me so proud. Love it. Okay, so our last valedictorian speech tonight is going to be Gwen Wilbert, and before she comes up, I want to give you just a tiny bit of information. She lives in Massachusetts, and she has attended CMA SAS for all 4 of her high school years, which is so wonderful. I love that. She is our first ever National Merit Scholar, and I believe she's going to be going to Northeastern University outside of Boston, I believe it is. And we are so proud to have her here today attending our graduation. And without further ado, I'm going to welcome up Gwen for her speech.
Hey guys. To be honest, when Miss Fox told me that I should start preparing a valedictory speech, I was pretty floored. I'm sure none of you need me to impart words of wisdom. In CMA, I've met so many students with such a vast array of talents, and I'm pretty sure I'd rather hear a competitive surfer or a talented singer and actress talk about themselves than somebody whose only qualification is that they studied a lot. But here I am, so I guess I should try and say something inspirational. As I'm sure you all know, if you stuck around this long, CMA is pretty wonderful. It gave us all the freedom to pursue our true talents. I took the academic route, as apparently you heard, with lots of AP classes and good scores on my standardized tests and all that jazz. With all the freedom that Christa McAuliffe Academy afforded me, I was able to study topics I loved while building up my academic credentials. These allowed me to get into a program at Northeastern University, which will give me both work experience and a doctorate of physical therapy in just 6 years, complete with a $30K annual scholarship and a grant for a semester abroad. Thanks, guys. But the beautiful thing about this school is that so many of you are doing something totally different. What are your plans, class of 2015? Are you going to join the military, start your own businesses, break into the music and performance industry, become the future leaders of the world? Even if you have no such plans for yourself, or you have no idea, you should feel confident. If your experience at CMA has been anything like mine, I'm certain that it is giving you the tools to succeed at whatever crazy and fantastic passions you decide to pursue. Our school's awesome teachers have supported our growth and tailored our courses to our own interests and needs. Our school's progressive policies have guaranteed that we actually grasp our course material before we move on. And our school's flexible, self-paced schedule has given us the opportunity to find out what we truly love. We not only learned the material of a high school curriculum, but we learned how to balance our priorities, manage our time, explore new opportunities, and succeed in life as well as academics. So whether you're planning to run for president or you haven't got the foggiest notion of what you want to do with your career, know that I have the greatest faith in your ability to shape a future that will bring joy and fulfillment to yourself and others. Our experience at CMA has given us all the tools we need to blossom into exceptional human beings. Although I'm sure we'll all have things we'll miss about our time here, I'm even more certain that there's time to look forward, and we should all work towards our futures together. So let's start building our incredible futures, class of 2015.
Bravo, thank you. Oh, I almost had a little tear in my eye there. I've been with CMA SAS really this is my 6th year, I think, 6 years. And just to see it grow and to see these kids grow and see the graduates from the past go on and do what they do, it just makes me so proud. Okay, so now for the exciting presentation of diplomas. Christopher Geis, our director, is going to be handing out the diplomas. And get those cameras ready, those of you who have your cameras, which is probably everybody, or phones, whatever you're taking pictures with. I will call up each student. I'm going to have them stand up there by Christopher, and I'm going to give a little bit of information about the graduate, and then they'll do an official handshake. I told Christopher all he has to do is look pretty, and he's going to shake their hands, and you'll have a chance for a picture there. And then they'll come, sit back down. Okay, so our very first graduate is Kaylee Allen. Kaylee lives in Virginia and is looking forward to going to college this fall at Nova. She loves kids. She loves playing softball and going to the beach. She would like to go into education or social work. Congratulations, Kaylee. All right. Sophia Fulmer. Sophia is originally from Idaho, but currently lives in Georgia. She has done dual enrollment while attending CMA SAS, and it needs a few more credits to be a junior in college. Her goal is to become an author. She loves hiking, writing, drawing, dancing, and ballet. Congratulations, Sophia. Johnny Grebler. Love that smile. So cute. Johnny will be attending Santa Monica City College and the Stella Adler Academy of Acting and Theater in Los Angeles this fall. She loves her doggy, she loves her family, acting, and she loves the arts. She wants to help make the world a healthier place. Congratulations, Johnny. By the way, if you attend the thing later, we'll have a slideshow, and I'll send that out to everybody. They'll have all this information and more. Okay, Maddie Haas Slodkowski. I hope I said your name right. Maddie wants to attend Elgin Community College in Elgin, Illinois. She'd like to pursue a degree in Chinese medicine. Remind me to ask you more about that later. I'm interested in this. She would like to become a writer or open her own Chinese medicine shop. She loves steampunk and anime conventions, and she has worked very hard, I wanted to add, over the last couple years to make it to this graduation. Congratulations, Maddie. Xenia Lepper. Love those shoes. Xenia is from New Mexico, but has lived all over training for ballet. She graduated from CMA SAS in December 2014, and she will be attending the Joffrey Ballet Training Program in New York City this fall. She's received a scholarship to attend that prestigious program. She has a lot of pets. She loves music, playing sports. She loves fashion and hanging out with her friends and family. Congratulations, Xenia. Drake Porter. Yeah, love that smile. Drake Porter. Drake lives in the Chicago area. He coaches an online gaming team and wants to end up as going pro as a gamer, and I gotta find out more information about that. He loves online gaming and photography. He would love to attend the Art Institute of Chicago, and he is a very creative young man. Congratulations, Drake. Sophia Revelak Fonseca. Love those shoes. Sophia is a competitive swimmer. She is a member of the Mexican national swimming team. She has received a Division I athletic scholarship to attend Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana to swim. Woo! She wants to major in political science, and she is very interested in foreign affairs. Congratulations, Sophia. Liam Soffer. Liam has lived in Costa Rica and Italy. He is originally from the Philadelphia area. He loves dance and is so excited to attend UC Riverside and major in dance this fall. Liam loves traveling with his family, dancing, obviously, and his goals include traveling and dancing all over the world. He loves video games, and again, I don't know why, but I added dancing again. Congratulations, Liam. Stay tuned later. I'm sure we'll see some of those dance moves. All right, Brianna Stewart. Brianna lives in Virginia. She is also a competitive swimmer and is receiving an athletic scholarship to swim at Georgia Southern University. Woohoo! She has 3 cats, 2 dogs. She loves her family. She's swimming teammates with fellow CMA SAS student Riley Wiseman, and I think she even swam with Sophia maybe at one point as well. She loves drinking tea, playing with makeup, swimming, of course, I would assume, and shopping. She has done dual enrollment the last 2 years as well. Congratulations, Brianna. I like those shoes too. Jeez, we got a lot of good shoes up here. Okay, Riley Wiseman, come on down. Riley is also a competitive swimmer. She's also from Virginia, and she has accepted an athletic scholarship to swim at Colorado State University in Fort Collins, Colorado. She has also completed dual enrollment courses the last 2 years while attending CMA SAS. She loves animals and hopes to one day be a veterinarian. She loves her family, horses, shopping, and sleeping. Yay, one of my favorites. Congratulations, Riley. Mrs. C and Daisy will have to go watch her swim, maybe. They're in Colorado. All right, Masha Whitmore. Masha lives in Connecticut. She closely follows the Sea Shepherd, an animal whale protection group. Her and fellow CMA SAS student Arden Vickers, who was trying to get here but broke her leg again, they have started a whale protection Facebook page. That's so exciting. She loves film and history, and she would one day love to be a consultant for the film industry on historical matters. She is kind-hearted and passionate about the things she loves. Congratulations, Masha. Last but not least, Gwen Wilbert. Gwen lives in Massachusetts. She has attended CMA SAS her whole 4 years. She's our first, I think you've heard me say this numerous times tonight, first ever National Merit Scholar, but we're so proud. She will be attending Northeastern University near Boston this fall. And I believe she's got quite a few scholarships probably even more than just the National Merit Scholar one. She is highly involved in fencing. She loves working with kids, playing the piano, and volunteering at her local elementary school. Congratulations, Gwen. Okay, camera's ready. We are about ready for a good photo op here. I'm going to ask all of the students to go ahead and stand up, please. I'm going to present to you the class of 2015, and they can now change their tassels from the right to the left. And if you were going to throw them, I guess if you're going to throw your hats, now's the time to do it. Okay, congratulations. Now, hang on. You guys are going to have pomp and circumstance to walk out, but if you want to grab your hats before you walk out, grab them. Sorry. Okay, and before they walk out, I'll just go through a tiny bit. They're going to walk out, and you guys up there, you can get some photo ops. Probably want some family pictures. Go ahead and do that. If you need to use the restroom or grab a bottle of water, please do so. Our guest speaker and singer, Steve Voss, did I say his name right? Okay, we'll be setting up, and then we're going to have the concert and guest singer here, and we'll have the celebratory concert, and then everybody's invited down to the dinner celebration. And even if you're not staying for dinner, at least come down because we've got some gifts and stuff for the graduates. So please make sure you come down and at least visit for a little bit. Okay? All right. Lauren.